Hari Om, everyone. Welcome to the Guru Parampara Yoga Sanstha. We are starting Ratnavali today. So, without any delay, let's start. UGC Net, this is among the 8 yogic texts which are going to be useful in your studies. There are 2 books. This is by the Navla Yoga Institute uh, by Garote. So this you can refer. And for the Hindi publication, feature book is equally nice. Okay, I'll show it to you. If you can see, this is Ratnavali by feature. So this is as I'll share the Satpal feature. I'll share the PDF of this book also. So, few things which you need to answer me before starting that what is the kal or the time period of this book?
That first of all, this book is written by Nivas Bhatt. So mark that thing that Ratnavali is written by Swami Satwaramji, and that was in 15th century, and this was 1625 to 1695 AD. AD also you should remember, and he was the son of Jyotish Sarwar. So you should remember that he was son of Jyotish Sarwar. That one. And then he had written Tippani on all these grantha, Ved, Vedanta, Tantra Yoga, Patanjali Grantha, Vyakaran. He was very knowledgeable and he has mentioned it many times. According to Professor Venkat Reddy, the Kal or the time period of Ratnavali was 1625 to 1695, which is usually we take on basis of this research. Okay. So here, like in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, there are 4 Upadesh, right? Here it is 4 Adhyay. There it is like Asan, Pranayam, Mudra, and Nadanusandhan. Here, Srinivas Yogi ji has not given any name. He has just written Pratham Adhyay, Ditya Adhyay, Tritiya Adhyay, and Chatur Adhyay. Like that, he has mentioned. And he also says that it is the like purpose of the Hatha Yoga is to reach the Raj Yoga. That is what he has mentioned. And this will read from the English book. So these 3 things is important, which is given in the book, and which from the UGC point of view, you should remember that it is written by Srinivas Bhatt. The Kal is 1625 to 1695 AD, according to Professor Venkat Reddy's research, and he was son of a Jyotishi Sarbar, who himself was very known person. So these 3 things. Now let's go back to the English book. What Ratnavali means, it is Kanthoka Har, like it's a necklace of Hatha Yoga. So he has like joined the knowledge from everywhere. Mostly 80% is same as Hatha Yoga Pratipika. So let's start. Shri Adinath Nathwa At Srinivaso Mahamati Hatratnavali Dhate Yoginam Kantha Bhushitam. So that is Kantha Bhushitam is the necklace of the yogis. After saluting Shri Adinath, as we know that Adinath is Hatha Yoga's guru, great scholar Srinivas composes Hatratnavali, which adorns the neck of the yogis. So, question can be asked what Hatratnavali means. Now he says he has written all these grantha, which is not important, and he is son of Mahajyotish Sarwar. In the last line, as you can see, Shri Jyoti Virdarge Sarwar Tanujo means he is Prasiddha, the famous Jyotish son. Who the name is Sarwar. Tanuj means unka son. Rajate Srinivas. So we'll be covering only the important portion from this one. not all will be reading. हठविद्यां हि गोरक्ष मत्स्येन्द्रधात्रे विजानते आत्माराम अपि जानते श्रीनिवास तथा स्वयं. So here also the same shloka you will see in Hatya Pradipika that the knowledge of Hat Vidya, which was known by Shri Gorakshanath and the Matsyendranath and the Swami Swatmaram. Okay, he mentioned that and the Swami Swatmaram, and the same knowledge is passed to Shri Srinivas Yogi and he himself. So what he is saying, Goraksh, Matsendra, Swatmaram know the science of Hatha Yoga, so also Srinivas himself. Fourth shloka here, and he says that at that time many Bhrantis were spread because of the Buddhism came into picture. So, can you see my screen, all of you? Rotated. I'm using it in rotation only. Like that you want? Straight?
Ma'am, we can see it
Uh,
horizontal.
it's not means
Further rotate.
it's,
Further rotate. No, no.
You rotate your screen if possible.
Yeah, that is what. Yeah, we can do that.
uh,
Can you rotate your screen, Mahapatra ji?
yeah, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, as you know, when the Buddhism came, there were many Bhrantis and many people were shifting to Buddhism, knowing that Hatha Yoga is all about Tantra Kriya, and they started eating cows because the Goma Bhakshan was written in our Grantha. They didn't know the proper meaning, and many misconceptions were about the Hatha Yoga was spreading. So, to stop that, he also contributed, as it is said, the science of Hatha Yoga is being imparted only to explain Raj Yoga to those who are perplexed by the varied opinion and are ignorant of Raj Yoga. So, Bhantya Bahumati Dhyane Raj Yoga Janata Sham Kevalam Raj Yoga Hatha Vidyo Pashyati. That is what he is trying to tell here. And this line again important, Athatho yogi jigyasu. That means to who are inquisitive to know the yoga. So you will not find this line in any other Hatha Yoga, like to know the inquisitiveness. So this line you mark it important. It is from Ratnavali. The similarly line you will find in Brahma Sutra where it is written Athato Yog Jigyasu ki jagah Brahma Jigyasu. The first shloka of Brahma Sutra. So let's read further. Here's the explanation of this here. With the desire of knowing traditional yoga, this foremost treatise has been written. The purpose of this treatise of yoga is to explain the contents of yoga, the same thing. So here he gives the definition of yoga. What is the definition of yoga? Here, according to Shri Nivas Yogi ji, प्राण and apan, jivatma and paramatma. The union of apan and pran and jivatma and paramatma is yoga, according to Sri Nivas Yogi ji. In Hatha Yoga Pratipika, there are three definitions given of samadhi. Anyone? What are three definitions in Hatha Yoga Pratipika? That you need to remember. There also you will see Jivatma ka Paramatma se milan is samadhi. When you read Nadanusandhan, there are three definitions given. And then other one is Atma and Man. And प्राण एंड चित्त इनका लय हो जाना ही समाधि है और द नदानुसंधान that is what given. So here according to Srinivas Yogi ji, what is yog? First of all, yoga samadhi है ना. This is also given by yoga bhashya that yoga is samadhi. So you should remember who has given this. This is by yoga bhashya, the bhashya written of Yoga Sutra. In that it is compared with samadhi. Further, in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, it is said the union of Jivatma and Paramatma is yoga. Then again they write that Pran and the union of Pran and Chit is yoga. Then further, Swatma Ramji says Jivatma, Paramatma, Atma, and Man, and Pran and Chit. So these three definitions you will find in Nadanusandhan. Here they are saying Pran
Ma'am,
and
isn't
Apan.
it Atma and Akash also? Atma and Akash
Where?
in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. That Atma gets merged in Akash and Atma get merged together.
There are three prominent definition in when you start Nadanusandhan, and these are three
Okay,
which are usually focused upon. Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Then further he described what is Mahayog. Here they say that Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It is a definition of yoga by Maharshi Patanjali ji. And he says Chitta Vritti Nirodha is a yoga. है ना? According to Maharshi Patanjali ji. From there, Srinivas Yogi ji has taken this and said this is Mahayog. So you should remember what is Mahayog according to Srinivas Yogi ji. It's Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So yogas chaturvedha proktam yogya sarva saddha. Now he says it is of four types. Now what are the four types? So he says, and you should remember the sequence as well. It's mantra yoga, lay yoga, raj yoga, and hat yoga. When you read Shiv Samhita and other granth where you see these four, there will be like different sequence you will be seeing. Okay, so here it is ma la rah, ma la rah. So you make some mnemonics for yourself which works for you. It is malhar in many other texts. Here it is malrah. Ma, M for mantra yog, La for lay yog, Ra for raj yog, and Ha for hat yog. Okay, so here raj yog is coming before the hat yog because as we know that hat yog leads to the raj yog, but here raj yog is given first. So this is mark it important. The sequence of your maha yog can come in exam, so you should remember the sequence. It is not Hatha Yoga first, it is Raj Yoga first in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. When you see the Shiv Samhita, there is another sequence. When you see the Yoga Beat, there is also these Mahayogis mentioned, and these four type of yoga is mentioned. Where there you see Malhar. First come the Hatha Yoga, then the Raj Yoga. So according to the text, the Hatha Yoga you are studying, you should remember the sequence of the these four. So what he says, what is mantra yoga? Anyone who has who can describe what is mantra yoga according to you all? What do you understand by mantra yoga?
मैम जो मन को प्रसन्न करे, जो मन को नियंत्रित करे, that is mantra yoga. Here it is, I think they have told that you have to focus mantra on various body parts.
Yeah. So which is the practice which I told you while doing the Hiran Sanhita?
Nyas.
Nyas. So Nyas is a tantric practice in which, like, what you do along with the mantra, you focus upon your consciousness, you move from different body parts. And along with the mantra, you place those, you feel those mantra in, and move your consciousness in different parts. So that is your mantra yoga here. And here he gives a different definition also, which we'll read further. But as you like we know what is mantra yoga, it is a madam mantra triyati iti mantra. Okay, so ma and tra. Ma is your man, that is your chitta, and tra is who protects. The sound which protects your chitta or the mind is mantra yoga. By we are using these mantras, we are obstructing the vrittis of our mind. We are what doing? Chitta vritti nirodha. By using the mantra which protects our mind, that is the definition in many texts you will find. Mantra triyati iti mantra. Tra means it protects, the sounds which protects. But here it is something different, so you should remember it that way. Now you see this. Okay, so if here in the explanation, once you see, now they have again changed the sequence. Mantra, Lay, Hatha, Raj Yoga. In this sequence are fourfold yoga. But we'll go by the shloka itself. Don't read the translation and the description part. Am I clear? Don't read the translation part here. So, Angeshu mantra vinayasya पूर्व मंत्र जपन सुधि येन केनापि सिद्धा स्यात् मंत्र योग स उच्यते. So the wise should recite a mantra after assessing it on all the limbs. Thus, all can attain success. This is mantra yoga. This is given by Swami Satmaramji. Srinivas Yogi ji, that the Nyas practice which we read in Dhiran Samhita, where it was mentioned in Dhiran Samhita. At which stage he mentioned that you should do Nyas?
Before Nadi Suddhi.
Yes, Sumanu Nadi Shuddhi. There he wrote that you should do the Nyas, है ना? And it had come in like TYQs also, where what is the sequence of Nyas and the order. So remember that way. It was during the Sumanu Nadi Shuddhi he mentioned the word Nyas. So let's go further. Now, what is Lay Yoga? Lay Yoga Chitto Layat Sanket Stup Jayate. Now, in Harsh Ratnavali, there is some technique called Sanket Vidhi. So, question many times has been asked that Sanket Vidhi is in which book or from which text? So, usually it is Hatha Yoga, or Harsh Ratnavali, where for the Lay Yoga, the technique has been devised and which is used by Srinivas Yogi ji for doing the Lay Yoga, the Sanketa Vidhi. Now, how to do it? There is the explanation of ninth. So 10th aa gaya सीधा. Okay. So what is Lay? Absorption of mind is Lay Yoga, which is attained through Sanket. The Sanket Vidhi of the Lay Yoga is used to attain Lay Yoga. Adinath has propagated 1.5 crore variation of Lay Yoga. So here he says Sawa crore, hai na? Sorry, 1.5 crore. But if further there is again, as you saw the variation, um, Sir has explained in a video that in two different shloka it is different. So such things never been asked in UGC NET exam. So two different things which is simultaneously given cannot be like proven, cannot be asked in exam. In Hatha Pratipika, you see there is Sava crore, 1.25 crore. So what is Sanket Vidhi? That we should know. Fixing of gaze at the center of the eyebrows is the finest sanket. So we have to do the Bhumadhya Drishti and concentration over your Brahmarandra. By concentrating at the rear side of the head, one overcomes death. So, what is the benefit of it? Mrityu Jai. भूमध्ये दृष्टिमात्रेण परासङ्केत उच्यते शिरापाश्यत्य भागस्य ध्याने मृत्युञ्जय परा. So by doing this Sanket Vidhi, you will attain Mrityujay. You will overcome the death. So
So, ma'am,
here
we can
we'll
see even Laya gives us Mrityunjay. Mrityunjay.
actually, usually the question which comes from Hat Ratnavali are
Mm-hmm.
like, which are they'll give the similar practice of Mahamudra, mention it as Hat Ratnavali because the benefits are giving same in Hat Yoga, Pradipika and here. So question,
Mm-hmm.
they'll write this name, but question will be from your usual two text only, है ना, Ghiran Samhita and the
Mm-hmm.
here, Hat
Yoga
Yoga Pradipika.
Pradipika.
Yeah. So mostly question are asked from those two texts. Here, what is different that you should remember? Okay. So I will tell
Okay.
you what all to remember. So that is was your
Okay.
Mahayog definition and
Okay.
your Mantra Yog's definition. And then you'll see the Sanket Vidhi is given here. Then you see the Mastak Bhranti, Chakri Karma, Bhujangi Karni, and the 84 asanas. Huh? Few important points which are to be taken as notes from this book and do a very thorough practice of Dhiran Samhita and Hatha Pradipika. Those should you if you
Okay.
have good hold of those two, you will
Mm-hmm.
overcome. You will can compare easily and remember other texts.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. श्री आदिनाथेन सपादकोत्तल्य प्रकारा कथिता जयन्तो नादानुसन्धानमेव कार्ये मन्यमः मान्यतं लयानाम्. So here he says, Sri Adinath has explained 1 crore and quarter method. Now he says Sava crore here, type of lie. We consider Nadana as the best one, as in Hajo Pradipika also. It is said that there are Sava crore type of lie, and best is Nad. So here also, now he is saying Nad is the best one. Now, what is the characteristics of lie? So lie is explained. Lie is forgetting the objects of experience. आपका जो the information which is coming from your indris, if you forget all this, your subject or the information, if you forget, do like you do in pratyahara, that is your lie. है ना? So many times it is asked what is lie. So this word, Sanskrit word, you should remember Vishay Vismriti. Underline Vishay Vismriti is lie. Not only by this text, in many other texts you will find. So that's why I'm saying this can be asked. What is lie? It is Vishayka Vismriti. Then second word they will write Vishay Smriti. Vismriti ki, instead of Vismriti, they will write Smriti. So that becomes focusing upon the Vishay. So no, forgetting the Vishay or the subject is the lie. Atha Rajyog. And now what is Rajyog? न दृष्टि लक्षाणि न चितभंगो न देशकालो न च वायुरोध न धारणा ध्यान परिश्रमो वा धमाने सति राजयोग. So this is what we always read. One on attainment of the state of Rajyog, there remains no object for the arts. Chitta does not undergo further modification, यानी कि चित्त वृत्ति निरोध. One transcends time, space. There is no need to control the breath, undergo the hardship of practicing dharana and dhyan. When you have already attained samadhi, obviously dharana and dhyan, the prior practice of the samadhi. So when you have attained Raj Yoga, or you have if you compare with Bhagavad Gita, you have achieved the Sthita Pragya. So that thing you have achieved, or in you will say the Purush has been established in the original form. So that is Raj Yoga. So different type of. Actually, I'm unable to do it, महापात्रा जी. मुझे पता ही नहीं लग रहा है कैसे करना है ना. शेयर भी नहीं हो रहा है स्क्रीन. That is the problem.
Ma'am, it's properly shared, but it's not able to.
आप
इन डेस्कटॉप इसमें देखेंगे तो रोटेट नहीं होगा बाद में. अभी मोबाइल में रोटेट हो जाता है. So in the संकेत विधि वो बाद में उसमें 6 वितस्ती वाला कुछ बोला गया था कपाल कुहर में लगाने के संकेत विधि में.
6
ठीक है, बाद
वितस्ती
में.
वाला जो है वो आपका आएगा सूत्र नीति. ओके, व्हेन वी
नहीं,
डू
इसमें संकेत विधि में एक है 6 वितस्ती वाला. बाद में देखते हैं. ठीक है. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू मैम.
ओके. So here we are. श्री आदिनाथे सदा कौटिल्य प्रकार कथिता जयंतु. ये तो हो गया ना. Where I was. Okay, what is Raj Yoga? So there is like obviously when you attain Raj Yoga, dharana and dhyan, these are the prior practices which you have attained. That's why you have reached to the stage of samadhi. So the Chitta does not experience awakening or sleep, living or dying state. They transcend the sense of I and mine. So everything Vishayaka Vismriti, and you can say that you have forgotten yourself and establish yourself in the original form. There is no sleep, no awakening, no living, no dying. So that stage is your Raj Yoga, that is Samadhi. Now, this again is taken from Hatyo Pratipika itself. Raj Yoga Vina Prithvi, Raj Yoga Vina Nisha, Raj Yoga Vina Mudra, Vichrit na Rajate. Without Raj Yoga as an objective, asan, kumbhak, everything is of no use. So, in very earlier days, this shloka was given and asked the source. So, it is both. It is given in Hatyo Pradipika and Ratnavali as well. The same shloka is repeated both the places that without the Raj Yoga, there is no need. If you can't achieve the Raj Yoga, what is the use of asana, pranayam, and mudra and everything else? पीठानि कुंभ काश्चित्रा दिव्यानि करिणानि च संगा अपि च अभ्यासो राजयोग फलार्थ. A consistent practice of the techniques of the asana, various kumbhak, and valuable mudras, which are component of Hatha Yoga, bring the success to Raj Yoga. Here is like not mentioning directly that it is a staircase of to Raj Yoga, as Swami Swatmaramji has written. But in the one book, or the prior brief we by Kevalya Dham Institute, that Lonavala Institute, and that there in one line they have mentioned the same thing, but not in the shloka. Atha Hatha Yoga. Now, what is Hatha Yoga? Mahamudradi Shakam Karmashyatocha Kumbhaka Chaturshitiyani Asana Ni Prahushcha Hatha Havayam. So, the Hut course of practices as propagated comprises of 10 mudras, like Mahamudra. So that's why he says Mahamudra like practices. How many are there? 10. 8 Kriyas, 8 Kumbhakas, and 84 Asanas. So Mahamudra the Dashikam. Like Mahamudra, like there are 10 mudras. Karma means Kriya. How many? Ashta. And same Ashta is your Kumbhak. Chaturshrityani, yani 84, is your Asan. Those are given in this text. Now, here one more definition of your mantra yoga is given, which is by like other practitioners, not by him, other opinion. You mark it important that it is not by him. Here he writes other opinion. So what is mantra here? There is one more definition you'll find that ma denotes mind and tra denotes pran. So mind and the union of mind and pran is your mantra. Okay, so you can always say that by this text, what is the definition of mantra? Ma denotes mind and tra denotes pran. And the union of these two, pran and man, is mantra yoga, as given in this book. Apan vritti ma kriya prano gacchati madhya rajate gaganam bhoje rajyogastu tevave. By controlling the activity of apan and pran enters into the shushmana. As we know, when we do the mool bandha, we obstruct the downward movement of apana vayu and the pran becomes udharva and enters into your shushmana. That is the whole practice of your kundalini jagaran, awakening the kundalini. When it is established into the space, that is your brahmarandra, one attends rajyoga. So in Yog Shikhopanishad, which is the source, Yog Shikhopanishad is the source where they have mentioned the definition of Hatha Yoga as it is the union of Hakar and Thaka. Okay, in a Yog Shikhopanishad, you will find the definition of Hatha Yoga as union of Hakar and Thakar, where your Ha is representing Surya and Tha is your Chandra. So when these two becomes one, and that is the ultimate yoga aim of your Hatha Yoga, when you achieve the Raj Yoga and the liberation. Okay, so Ida, Pingla, and when they become one, you the pran enters in your Shushmana and awakens your Kundalini. That is what is being said here. युवा भवति वृद्धो अपि व्याधि दुर्ति दुर्लभापि वा अभ्यास सिद्धि माप्नुयोतो सर्वयोगेश तन्द्रतः. Through a diligent practice, one attains success in all the yogas, irrespective of one's being young, old, diseased, or descriptive. So you will find the same in Hatha Pradipika, where he says pranayama can be done by all these, or the Hatha can be done by all these. Okay, and the sequence is also mentioned there. Yuva, Vriddha, Vyadhi, Durbal. So you should remember Yuva, Vriddha, Vyadhi, Durbal. All these people can do the your Hatha Yoga and can achieve siddhis. Here he says, Abhyas kale prathme shatamam shiradi bhojanam tato abhyase dradi bhote na Tanva Niyamagraha. In the initial stages of practice, it is right to consume food prepared of milk and the like, and the gradually progress taken to the such food may not be necessary. The same thing is mentioned in Hatha and there in the first, first वहाँ पे the four chapters are called Upadesh. Here's like given प्रथम अध्याय, द्वितीय अध्याय, तृतीय अध्याय. Adhyay is the word used. In Ghiran Samhita, you will find prakaran given. So these are the difference between what they call, of your Upanishad, you will find vallis and different words for the chapters is given. So that way you should remember these. Okay, in Hathu Pradipkana, in the first chapter itself, Swami Swatmaranji mentions how to, what place you should use, how your kotiya should be, about the mitahar, apatya. So, I will show you a chart where like four updesh and their brief intro, what is given in the each updesh. That way, you have to make your notes so that during the exam you don't have to read thoroughly, just go by the points that this is given in this, so that way you will be able to remember. तो ये हो गया अभ्यास काले प्रथमे निशित न कफादाय अकार्ये कर्म भावेन भविष्यन्त खिलामया. In the first phase of practice, a practitioner should overcome kapha disorder. What is written in Hatha Pratipika about this? Who should do the Shuddhi Kriya?
Some who have sleshma and who are fat and who have cough disorder, dosha disorder,
Kapha, kapha is not given. There,
dosha
the
disorder,
word
sleshma.
Shleshma. So there, made Shleshma Adhika. The Sanskrit word is mentioned. Made Shleshma Adhika. The person who has made means fat, excessive of fat, and Shleshma, that is mucus, which is again related to the cough disorder only. So who has these in excess should do the purification. For others, it is not necessary. So here also he says who has cough disorder should practice and then you should start the abhyas. So चक्री नौली धौती नीति बस्ती गजकरणी त्राटका मस्तक भ्रांति कर्म श्यस्थो प्रचक्षते. These ashtakarm are given and the sequence you should remember. According to Ratnavali, what is the sequence that you should remember? That your chakri comes first here, and then Nauli, Dhoti, Niti, Basti, Gajkarni, Tratak, and Mastak Bhrantini. So remember this important, and till now the sequence has not been asked by your Hathotanavali, but can be asked. The sequence of other two grantha has been asked many times, but this has not been asked. So now if I'm finding for the new questions, how will I make? For such granthas only, I will take out the new questions if I want to use make a paper for UGC net. So mark it important and remember the sequence that Chakri come first here. Chakri, Noli, Dhoti, Niti, Bastish, Gaj, Karni, Tratak, and Mastak Bhranti. Kapal Bhati is given as Mastak Bhranti. So sometimes the question has been asked that Mastak Bhranti is taken from which granth. So it is like, there they say Kapal Bhati only. So here they have mentioned Mastak Bhranti. Okay, there is one more word given for Kapal Bhati. Anyone?
Balbati.
Bhalva. Yes. So these differences you should know that here it is Mastak Bhranti. There it was written Bhalbati in Bheran Samhita. Okay. So now here only they have given the difference so that we can remember it correctly. No, what is trying to say? Dhoti Basti se shuru hona chahiye. They have given it Basti Dhoti. Leave it. No point getting confused. Just remember the sequence of these Ashtakarma from here. Chakri, Noli, Dhoti, Niti, Basti, Gajkarni, Tratak, and Mastak Granthi. This was 27. So in many shloka, he has given too much importance of this Chakri Karma, that it is so important that without this, uh, other practices becomes useless or will not be benefited. And you will see this Chakri Karam is very much similar practice as the Mool Shodhan. Okay, so it is very similar to the Mool Shodhan itself and gives the same benefit as Mool Shodhan. 28. कर्माष्टकमिदं गोप्य घटशोधनकारकं कस्यचिन्नेव वक्तव्य कुलस्त्रीसुत yatha. So here also he mentions that it is like a kul stri, all these kriyas. The 8 karmas are to be kept secret as they are effective in cleansing the ghata. They should not be disclosed to anyone, like noble woman who would not disclose her sexual pleasures to anyone. So you see the effect of Dhiran Samhita also here. Okay, so you have seen that in that was written in 15th century, and 17th century is said when it is like your 1600 onwards, whatever year is coming, will be considered in 17th century. So Ghiran Samhita also came at the same time. So this grantha also has the effect of Ghiran Samhita, as you can see. He also compared the body is to ghata in the shloka itself. Now, what is Chakrikam? The first Shuddhi Kriya. Payu Nale Prasarye Ardha Ungli Brahmare Davi Yavad Buddha Vikasa Syachaki Karma Nigatate. So, I would like to ask what we used in Molushodhanam in Ghiran Sahita.
Ma'am, either finger or a turmeric root.
Yeah. So, here also he says your middle finger. He hasn't mentioned the middle finger, but we can understand Ardh ungli means half of the finger. One should insert the half length of the finger in the anal by opening it and moving it around until the anal sphincters are fully relaxed. This is Chakri Karma. मूल व्याधि गुल्म रोगो नश्यत्र महाउदर मल शुद्धि उद्दीपनम च jayate chakri karmana. Now these benefits you should remember because chakri karma is not given in other texts. So benefit of this may be asked in the exam because it is different from other two texts. So what are these? Your any mool, your mooladhar related all the diseases which are your pyomold related. Okay, gulm is your bloating of the stomach. Udar rog, mahaudar means udar related diseases. And your mal shuddhi ho gaya. And sharir ka agni ka igniting of all 13 fires. That is also written here. So it is considered here as gastric fire, but by the shloka we can say they are saying sharir ka agni becomes Uddipan. Cha jayate chakri karma. So what are the benefits you can note down from here? That diseases related to your excretory system, first of all. Gulm is your bloating, your stomach related diseases, your sphincter muscle and that gets strengthened by this mala shuddhi. Okay. And your 13 types of fire becomes
here
ignited here.
here इसका जो spleen, which one it's mentioned spleen enlargement, which term will
That's what
be
uh, what I am saying here. Then don't go by the description in English. Like you got confused with the glandular enlargement also in the shloka. What I'm trying to say, focus on the Sanskrit word itself. Whatever, because the translations came later. When this Srinivas Yogi had written this book, was in Sanskrit only. And the transcriptions was added later on, and according to the person's understanding of the shloka, they wrote it that way. You might comprehend the same shloka differently, what I perceive. So that way it differs. So UGC net or any exams will be focusing upon the shloka and the direct translations. So here we see Moola Vyadhi means your excretory system related, ya Mooladhar related your diseases. Gulm is your bloating. Then Udar related problems. Mal Shuddhi means your excretory passage becomes purified and your Agnis, your fire of the body ignites. That is it written in the shloka. The other later on added things will not be asked in your exam. Okay? I hope I'm clear. सर्वेण कर्मणा चक्री साधनं प्रोच्यते मया स्वात्मा राम प्रभुणा तु चक्री कर्म न समतम. Now he is criticizing Swami Swatmaram ji here कि उन्होंने तो चक्री कर्म ऐड नहीं किया. I have done it because if I want to become better from any other person, I will show that I am teaching much better than other person. है ना? So maybe by not mentioning it also you can do it. But here he has like mentioned it. He has not mentioned it, but I'm mentioning it. Among all the karma, I emphasize the practice of Chakri karma. Learned Swami Satyananji does not approve of Chakri karma. Now, this is what some people will accept and some will not accept. I do not accept that you should write, and if you have taken 80% of text from someone, we should not do this. Now, to attain success in all the karmas, the practitioner should follow the techniques as laid down by me, which may also be noted by the yogis. So, nothing important here. What is Noli Karma? Practice, I will not be mentioning again because, okay, let's read it one time because it is different. This question was asked in UGC net also that what are two type of Noli given in a Hat Ratnavali? I repeat again, what are the two type of Noli which you see in Hat Ratnavali? Anyone?
बाहिर और अंतर.
So the word they wrote is
भारी.
bhari, bhari and ekanta. Ekanta. Okay, when you क्या बोलते हैं इनका संधि विच्छेद करोगे, you separate these two words, check antar. So the word was given bhari and ekantar, and many people they did not go through by shlok, so उनका सबका फिर wrong हो जाता. So whatever is important from the shlokas and to be read should you should remember. So, like, please underline it and write in your notes that two type of noli from Hathatanavali is bhari and ekanta. They did not give any other word. It was Sanskrit word given over there. Bhari and antara are the two varieties of noli. Bhari is external and while antara is internal. Now, nothing important and which we don't know, but that is how the questions are made to confuse you. And the benefit is same. Amdu, amnad varta vegena tunda sarva vyapasvatah natanso brahmye desha noli gadi prashashyate. One should rapidly rotate the abdomen to right and left to right while bending down the shoulders according to God. This practice is the noli. So this same word is given in Hatiyopatipika as well that the varta vegain. You should do it quickly. Hana? And rotate it Brahmar type. Now what it does, Tundagni Samdipan Panchadi Sandipika Anandakari Sadeva Ashesha Doshamay Shoshani Cha Hatakariya Moli Rea Cha Noli. When you read Hatyo Pratipika along with Sir, in day or two you will start. So these benefits are same there and here. Okay. So uh, only at one place we need to focus and mark that and learn these from Hatyo Pratipika itself that these are same. There also the same things are mentioned. So your what are the benefits? Your slow Jatragani will be ignited if it is slow. Ashesh is like Ashesh is imbalance of all three, Kapha, Pitta, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. In तीनों का जो imbalance है, that is अशेष रोग. So those things will not happen. Ashosh, Doshamay, Shoshani, that imbalance will not happen. And this is, you should remember, Hat Kriya Molirium, like it is a crown of all the Hat Kriya. Here also, they say it is the best Shuddhi Kriya among all. Like in Hatha Pratipika, it is said, the same way, the same shloka is given here, and they are saying it is a crown or the moli of Hat Kriya. है ना? So first what it did, the slow fire, gastric fire will be ignited, and it is Anandakari and Ashesh Doshmay Shoshani and Hat Kriya Moli. These four things are said, which are important, same as Hatha Pratipika. This Noli is the crown of all Hat Kriyas, which stimulate gastric fire, improves digestion, bring about a deep sense of well-being, that is Anandamay Karani, and completely removes all the disorder caused by the all three. Okay, that is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. That is Ashesh Rog. Atha Antara. So now we did the external, and this is internal. Idya Vart Vegain. Idya is your left side and Pingla is your right side. So in the same way you do the Brahmar Kriya, quick rotation like whirlpool on both sides. Ida is your left and Pingla is your right is called Antara. That is it. 37. Dhoti. Now, Vishuddhastha Pramanena Dhoti Vastram Suddhirgatam Chatur Ungal Vistharam Sutikta Cheva Shani Grase Tata Pratyahara Chit Dhyas Dhoti Ruchate Dini Dini Tata Korea Jatragani Pravadate. Now tell me, what was the length and breadth of this cloth, cotton cloth in Hadhyo Pradipika?
It was 15 with asti and 4 ungal wide.
15 Vitasti tha, are you sure?
No, 15 hand span.
50,
Yes. Yes. And 4 fingers wide. So here it is 20. Okay. Vishanth 20 cubit in length and 4 digits. Same. And in Ghiran Sanhita, what was the length and breadth given?
no length is
Only
mentioned,
4
only
ungal wide.
4 only wide.
Yeah, yes. So that is how you compare all three and remember their length is not given, only the width is given. That is 4 finger in all the Grantha. So procedure I am not going to explain. It is same. Slowly you inhale, take it inside and leave some portion outside and then uh, pull it out. Dine dine. Now what will happen by doing this practice? Your Jatharagni ignites. This shlok is same at 3 places. Okay, I have covered in Giran Sanhita at the same shlok. In Hatya Pradipika also in the same Basti Karma it is given. Sorry, Dhoti Karma it's given. Here also the same in Dhoti. So I where it was in Giran Sanhita. Anyone? What is the name? Ansh Kaushal Omar who has joined. आपका नाम क्या है?
नेहा.
नेहा. नेहा प्लीज बताइए घेरन संहिता में सेम श्लोक कहाँ देखा था हमने?
Mahamudra.
When we were concluding the mudras, all the mudras, when we concluded, we saw the same shloka. That it is a benefit of all the mudras in Giran Sanhita, Ka, Siswa, Shipli, Hakushta, Kaf, Rog, Vishanti. 20 types of cough disorders will be removed. Cough, your breath related disorder, CAS, pleha, spleen related, Kusht is your leprosy. So remember this that the same line is given in Hatyopatika here and in Ghiran Samhita also it is once mentioned. And remember the difference of measurement in all three texts. Now, Neti Karma. Should we keep it till here? We'll do it tomorrow from Neti onwards. Okay, is that all right? I hope
Yes,
the
ma'am.
screen thing also. Okay. So please, anyone can come forward and do the Shanti part and we'll conclude our class for today.
Ma'am, I had just one doubt. They said
Okay.
best kriya is Noli. Then
Yes.
again they said chakri is must. So if in exam it comes, which is the best? If the option are both like chakri and Noli, should we choose both or one only, or what should we do?
If they ask, if the question is that in Hatha Yogic text, which is the best Shuddhi Kriya, so then it will be your Noli Karma. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if they ask what is the best according to Srinivas Yogi in Hatha Yoga, this grantha, so then you
Mm-hmm.
will say that Chakri Karma. And they will
Okay.
not give both, don't worry.
Okay. Thank